still played in every park. A Yankee rendition. The Kansas City Blues. A Pittsburgh revival. We are family. A rookie refrain. This could be the start of something big. Bye Bye Balboni, the hit of the Nashville Sounds. And all that adds an old standard. Big league scores and records coming up on This Week in Baseball.
Hello, folks. Boy, oh boy, this is easily one of the most blessed mail days I've had, maybe even ever. This is a great one. Buckle up. This is, wow. Some of these cards I just got back from ComC that I just wouldn't have any luck selling them there, and I just figure I'm going to try again on eBay. So I'll show those at some point. But as you heard at the beginning there, it was This Week in Baseball, obviously. So the announcer of that show's name is Mel Allen. That's how I know of Mel Allen. Most people probably know him as the Yankees announcer, obviously, for all those years. And my introduction to Mel Allen was through This Week in Baseball, because obviously all I could get was Cubs games and Tiger games where I lived. So that is how I know the voice and know the name. Well, one day I decided I want to see what kind of Mel Allen collectibles are out there, and does Mel Allen have a rookie card? I'm thinking about all that kind of stuff, and I stumbled upon this. I want to say this was about $12, and it was about $14 or $14 and some change to get to the house. But as you can see, it's a picture, right? But it's kind of posted on here. Well, this is an actual. I don't know if that's Mel Allen's autograph. It looks very, very close to his. Very close to his, but based on the other listings I saw like this, I don't think it is. But if it is, then wow, it's even more blessed. But I don't really know, so I can't comment on that. But as you can see, this photo is property of the Sporting News. What does it say? Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri. May not be reproduced without the written permission of the Sporting News. And it's got the Sporting News collection hologram thing there. And it's got the date at the top written as 5/16/1940 and PE5. So I guess this was actually used in the Sporting News and was their property as their picture that they'd taken. So I guess this came from that collection, and somebody this is whatever they mounted it on to put it in the magazine to begin with. But for $14, and maybe it's even signed by him. Ring that up. Thank you, Lord. But I got some stuff I just had sent back from ComC, and other stuff that just fell in my lap, just like the blessings do. I just can't even believe it. It's just amazing, honestly. But this one, I just saw this. I've never even seen the show in my life. I just know it's popular. I don't know what in the world this thing even is, but it's like $6 or something. I don't even know. I don't know if you can scan that thing and something happens. I don't know, man. I don't know what this is from. If anybody knows anything about it, let me know. But I've never even seen the show. I don't know a thing about it other than I think the guy's a drug dealer or something, and was a teacher, is what my buddy was telling me. But anyway, that's available. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if anybody grades it or anything. If anybody's interested in it, then reach out by all means. Then I just had a Topps Chrome Judge sent back, and as long as it didn't get banged up when it was at ComC, then it's probably worth grading. But and then this one, I just bought this, picked this up for a couple bucks. I was actually throwing a guy a bone that I was a little bit stingy with on an offer he gave with me, so I was like, I was being stingy over $3 or something, so I bought a $3 card off him, or $2 or whatever it was. I just felt stupid, but he obviously ended up getting the olive branch, reference there or whatever. I don't know what else I'd call it, but he ended up buying the card that I was being stingy on. So he saw what I was doing, So shout out to you, buddy. I don't remember who it was, but I recognize this. As soon as I recognized his name, I felt stupid for being stingy because I think it's a guy I've traded with in the past or something. Anyway, old Peachy Roy Scheider here. I just thought it was cool. I don't know if there's any Jaws cards or not, but or first movie Jaws cards. What I'm trying to say. Anyway, old Peachy Roy Scheider. Just thought that was cool for $1.29 or whatever it was. Now this one, I've got several of these already because I bought a ton of this product. But 2018 Topps opening day had these. This is a sticker, and it was only four players in the set, but Judge is one of them, and I think Trout, and I don't recall who else. But this is from 2018, and so as you can see there. But these were previews for the whatever sticker set was going to come out, probably the sticker books. But these are 1 in 288 packs, so, multiply that by 4 is how many packs you got to open to get a Judge. Well, I got that one, and I have some already in my collection that just from opening packs. I was getting these inserts and short prints like crazy. Well, here's another one too. Now I'm getting these for like $2 to $3. I mean, do that math. 1 in 288 packs. All right, here's another one. So I'm pretty sure I have at least 5 of these now. And I'm just going to start grading them because I've got some of the other players too. I don't think there's any rookies, and I think Trout was the next best player. I don't recall. But I'm starting to look into the opening day stuff again because some of it's really limited, and some of it I already have. So I'm going to start grading it and whatnot. But here's another one right here. So this is the national anthem. These were, I don't recall, 1 in 200 some packs, 220 some packs. I wish I had that queued up so I'm not wrong. I was way off when I was half blinded by the drugs I was on with the bazookas. Those bazookas still are under 100 or whatever, but I was way off on the pack odds. But this is a short print, so these are 1 in 200 some packs or whatever. Those are pretty cool. Well, we can do this because I'm not even a fan of the show. I don't even know anything. I've never even seen the show one single time. I don't even know what network is on. And then I just had some other Judges brought home because I'm not really sure. Not really sure what to do with them. Probably have them graded or just keep them. I guess I just don't feel like selling them anymore. But these are all pack pulled, so I know they're in great shape. Gold. And those ones I'm going to save for a minute. I'm going to show a couple PC items that I picked up that I just haven't shown yet. Just got this. It was just sitting there for like $40. I'm like, all right. I saw one that sold. It was a BGS 9.5 for like 140. So I'm like, okay, that's yeah, I could live with that. And I already got an upgrade on my Ryan Sandberg. So this has got to be one of the finest copies you'll ever see. I would assume. Peachy in 9.5 now. So my 7 is now available. Oops. And Mr. Brodeur. That was Martin Brodeur, by the way. 7th inning sketch. So he's only got the score rookie and then that one. But I finally got a Steve Carlton. So one of these finally popped up on ComC, and I just had some money left and wanted to buy. I wasn't really looking to buy. It was just one of those cards I always wanted. Just never really found one I liked enough, and it's OC left to right. But when I'm holding it like this, it doesn't bother me. It bothered me more this way. But it's sharp, pretty sharp all around. It's a nice copy. I do not feel like I need an upgrade, and thank you, seller, for working with me on that price. That was very cool of you. Got back to me quick too. I always appreciate that, and I'm not always that way. Sometimes I'm mulling over an offer, and then I'll even turn it down at the last minute. I just can't always pull the trigger sometimes, or I feel like people are lowballing me, and I don't want to be rude, but I don't know. I mean, if you ever want to talk about a card, reach out to me, email me, or put a message in my videos. And I just had a couple of these brought back home that I just don't see a market for some of the stuff on ComC. I'd just do better selling it on eBay, I think. So Master Mentor, Mays and Rigney, just a card I had since I was a kid. Turned out a 7. And I got the Spawn and a 5. Another one I had since I was at least a teenager, 1960. These are all available. I only collect rookies. So Hall of Famer autographs and game use and stuff like that I'll collect. But Got the Sutton in an 8. That was another one. That was one I bought from a card shop in the early 2000s. It was just so sharp, looked like brand new out of a pack. And I'm, they obviously respected that because, they're usually extremely stingy on centering, but they saw how clean it was and sharp it was. So, and then these ones, I have two Mick Jagger, very early cards, 1965 Dutch gum. I pulled these both myself. I don't necessarily agree with the grades. I think they'd have possibly done better at PSA, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll bother ever trying to find out, but I got another one too here. I actually did a video where I pulled these. Oh, two really good copies, really early, packed fresh. They're like little mini Tiffany's. They're crazy. Let's get these out of here. And I got some whoppers at the end. I can't even believe I have some of these cards. It's my brain still can't even wrap itself around this. Sorry, Mick, one of you's got to go. And then I had this Jordan sent back. I don't even know what the price this thing is. The population on the 10s just doesn't really change over the years. So I had these all graded years ago, and they're just not selling. And I got high price tags on them. I'm not in a hurry to part with some of these. As you can see, that thing shines like crazy. But that's the black label parallel of the gold label insert from Topps. And I just don't understand why Topps inserts, especially the ones that are tougher to pull, don't get more love because they're Topps. I understand Fleer and some of those brands have some pretty cool designs, but so do Topps. So this is another one I just had sent back, pack pulled, had it graded myself out of 1,500, and it came back in 9, so it's not bad. These are really tough, really, really tough chipping. So this is a bronze parallel out of 2,500 on that, I think, wasn't it? Oh, 1,500, I'm sorry, I just said that. Then here's another one, this Area 23 Jordan. I think it's an all Jordan set, so those are, not always top end, but obviously very cool design, and it's a 10. So I don't know what the pop is on that, but it's not the highest. This one's a classic. I just kept getting lowball offers for these cards too. Some of them that I had really, really reasonably priced, and I was just sick of it. So I'll just either hold on to them or. But anyway, this is the Fanimation, and I was thinking this was the Spanish, but this is the regular upper deck. So I don't know what the pop count is on this, but this is a very hard card to get into 10, obviously. Bye, Mick. Not even a fan. Not even a fan. But yeah, so the Jaggers are available too. I just don't know what to do with them right now. Here's another wild one. I just don't understand how people devalue. They don't value the Dutch gum cards highly. I don't understand that. They don't understand these cards are from the 60s. I mean, regardless if you can still buy packs of them or not, most of the time they're really beat up. They're even beat up out of the pack. Anyway, I got a Clint Eastwood very, very early card in a 7. That was another one. That's one of the better ones from that order that I sent in. That's the last order I did with PSA before I went on hiatus with them. And then I got a couple more. Okay, now these ones, I want to say these are all highest population or highest graded of all copies or one of ones. Well, the one was the only one for a while, for years actually. But here's one of them, the Terry Bradshaw 2015 Panini Prism Gold Prism. That's a pop one. That's the only one graded. Obviously, these are out of 10. So that's available. That's going to be going on eBay. Or if anybody wants any of these, just reach out to me. I would trade for certain things, but I'm only a Hall of Fame rookie card collector guy. If I'm trading any of these big kind of cards, it's going to be something vintage that I'm not interested in trading for current players or modern guys unless I'm trading modern for modern. I'm not interested in buying them though. And then Pacific Kramer's Choice Awards, Emmitt Smith. I cannot remember the pack odds on these. You know what? I might just pause this real quick and check. But this is the highest graded. 1996 Kramer's Choice Awards. These were like mythical when we were kids. So this is the highest graded copy of Emmitt Smith's Kramer's Choice Award. That's a Pacific card. I'm going to pause this briefly and go find out what the odds were. Okay, looks like 1 in 721 packs for the Emmett. I didn't bother to look how many cards are in the set, but that's how hard they were to pull per card. I want to say it's at least 10 guys in the set. So highest graded Emmett, those are cool. That's another thing too is I'm done grading cards that are die cut at the top with SGC because I think they look awful, to be quite honest. So if that card was in an SGC holder, I'd want it in a PSA without a doubt. I like that PSA inner sleeve too. So, and then this was the highest graded for years. The EX 2000 cut above Emmett Smith 97. There was no other nines for years. There is no 10. And I think the only thing holding it back is one of the tooths. One of the teeth at the top has a slight bend on the edge of it. I think it's the one right above his helmet. Just an ever such slight edge, or not edge, bend to the edge. I can't even say that word. But there's barely even any white, if at all, on the back. So that was from my uncle's collection. Rest in peace, Uncle Bo. But so was the Kramer's Choice as well. He had a great Emmett Smith collection, and getting ready to grade a bunch of that. I'm actually kind of conflicted on whether or not I'd even want to sell them. I had them listed for like really high prices, like somebody really wants it that bad, So if anybody saw that and thought, oh, that's a ridiculous price, and that's why I do have attachment to these, the Emmets. I'm not even sure I'm going to sell them. I wanted them back in hand. I can decide what I'm doing with them. I don't know. He's got there's a whole bunch of high-end Emmets in his collection as well. I'm going to grade them eventually, but since I'm not in a hurry to sell those ones, especially the Emmets, the other players maybe, I think I sold a couple of the Elways and Brett Favre's, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to hold on to Emmets for a while. My uncle's like he was like Arnold Schwarzenegger to us as kids. Anyway, we're gonna get into. He's just larger than life. He's a bodybuilder and EOD tech, and I believe he's a Navy SEAL at one point, and just like he's like our own Conan the Barbarian in our family. Just love him so much. But I got some crazy ones here. Now it's gonna get crazier. I'm gonna save the last two for the end that are just the ones you just never see. But I got another Venezuelan here. I'm blacking out my camera again. I don't know if that shows up that way or not, but I got the Hank Aaron, Ken Boyer, and Bill White. I got two Cardinals on there. I didn't realize that. 64. As you can see, it's got the black back. So another Venezuelan. And then this order for SGC is ready to rock. Probably try to get it out tomorrow, actually. And then I had no idea how tiny these are. This thing is tiny, man. But this is a Dave Concepcion pre-rookie. It was just sitting there forever around $300. It got down to like 200 and something at one point, but I want to say it got down so cheap I just could not pass it up anymore. I don't recall exactly how much it was, but it was definitely under 200. And this is obviously 1967. I think this is 1967. Same set as this is the one where it was just it had the Retirados. I'm just drawing a blank right now for some reason. But that's a pre-rookie, and his regular rookie is 1971 tops. So that's going to be graded, and then it will be available. I might keep that. I'm curious how it'll turn out with that piece of tape on the back, though. But this one's insane. I don't know if anybody knows what these are, but I'm going to cue this up just to make sure I don't misquote. But this is what you call a Dugout Peaks opening day super short print. We'll say super short. SSP. We'll say super short. Super short print, right? Yeah, SSP. So this one, these are 1 in 2,560 packs. Yeah. So I got this one at a price I couldn't refuse, and there's actually one right around the same price right now that I'm eyeing. Hint, hint to anybody who's quick on the draw there. I'm eyeing it, and I got to kind of wait right now, so it might get away from me. Somebody's on point. Anyway, that's a nice one, but Now these ones we're talking, this is mythical childhood, like do they even exist kind of stuff here. I got a Wade Boggs Tops 1988 cloth test. These reportedly there was only 100 sheets of these ever produced, and rumor has it only 50 or 60 were snuck out the back door or whatever and were not destroyed. I think they were ordered destroyed or whatever it was. They're supposed to soak up water like a sponge, and I just think they didn't do it. In fact, there's a video on YouTube that proves that they don't soak up water. So as you can see, it's a black back, and it had to go through the authenticity program. So that just goes to show you what the asking price was. And then they left a hair in it for me. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that PSA. It's great. But they're going straight to SGC to be graded. That's the Wade Boggs. So, you know, supposedly there's only, I'm actually putting a card over a Vinny. That's wild to me. And so the asking price has to be over $250 for it to be to have to go through the authenticity program. But they both passed, obviously. And the other one I got was the Gwyn, which there's another Gwyn right now. I told a buddy about it. Here's the Gwyn. Went through the same program. And yeah, these are in great shape. Curious to see how they'll grade, but yeah, pretty wild stuff. Those are yeah, there's a couple wrinkles in there, but they're cloth, you know. So they're very, very fragile. I can't take these ones out right now, but I think you guys are going to see an example pretty soon on YouTube, one way or the other, in the near future. So I wonder if you'll get a good look at them that way. Anyway, I don't want to make this video any longer, but that was some really, really cool stuff that I got to go through today, and some cool stuff that I got to get back in my hands. Some of the stuff I brought back I didn't show, and I want to get rid of it soon. Didn't want to show it for my own reasons, but I'm just not really sure what to do with it yet. Might consign it, might see if I can send it to the vault. I don't know. But I got two particular ones that I'm not sure what I want to do with yet. I know I want to sell them or get rid of them. I just don't know how, and I don't know when. Anyway, I'll figure that stuff out. But thank you all so much for watching. If anybody's really particularly overwhelmingly interested in any of this stuff and you want to get a hold of me, then look up my email or send me a message, and I'll try to make contact with you one way or the other. But all the stuff that's non-rookie is all going to be available. So I'm not really looking to buy much PC stuff right now. That was stuff from a little while back that I showed. I'm looking to just buy rare things to have graded and sell. So that's what I'm doing with these three. And Gold Prism Bradshaw is available, and the Emmets I'm holding on to probably for now. And then the Clint Eastwood's expendable, and I don't know. Reach out if you like anything. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and appreciate anybody who certainly lasted that long. But God bless you, and appreciate you, and take care. Bye.